So today will be the third video in the series on adding tonality to your life drawings, and today I'm going to use charcoal pencil on tone paper, on gray charcoal paper. And then I'll end it, because it's a tonal drawing, I'll end it with some white charcoal pencil on top. Okay, so this will be the third in the series of adding value and tonality to the figure. So let's go ahead and get started. So I've got a mid-value, light to mid-value gray charcoal paper that I'm going to work with. I'm going to keep it very simple. I'm going to use just charcoal pencils. I've got a couple of different kinds here. I've got a Prismacolor soft. I've got a Generals hard, and then I've got a couple of soft pencils. Got a nice long point on this. This is a Generals called Peel and Sketch. It's a really nice, the extra soft or the soft are really nice and dark, so I think I'll use some of that too. Okay, so I'm going to start with a hard pencil. You could actually start with any of the grades of charcoal. You can even start with a soft if you want to, and keep it kind of light. Okay, so just like anything else, I'm going to start with a gesture drawing. I've got this really nice pose from Barry. I want to start with my size proportions. I want to make sure that his hip bone is about halfway. So I'm going to start with a real light gesture drawing and work that into a construction drawing. You're not going to see this for a while. I want to keep it really light. I want to start lining things up. Middle of his neck and his big toe line up. Just a real quick, simple block in. So I'm just about finished with the block in, and now I'm defining some of the contours just a little bit more before I get into adding the tone. I don't want to outline it too much. I want to be able to use line at the end if I want to, but I just want to define the shape, the form a little bit better before I start. I'm going to start to define the shadow mapping, the core shadows. I'm using a soft, extra soft actually, Generals charcoal pencil. Nice core under the belly. Some softer cores on this side. The light looks like it's hitting right from here, so most of this is in shadow. There's a cast shadow over here, which I can shadow map that a little bit. The legs are great for shadow here. So there's a nice core. Starts at the top of rectus femoris. Core shadow mapping is just about done. We'll start to fill it in. Let's just try this is the hard pencil that I used to block everything in, so I'll just, yeah, this is fine. So I want to get right up to the edge, that lit edge of his rib cage and his belly, under the chest. Remember that reflected light. Great cast shadow. top of the deltoid. Pretty soft at the edges. Pretty hard at the bone right there. It's the top of the humerus. More subtle shadows on forearm. So when I do get towards the end of the toning process, this is a gray paper, so now if I want to work with some highlights, I can come in with white. And what you want to do is be a little bit conservative at the beginning. Just don't push it down too hard. What you'll end up with is headlights. So, it can be really strong. I wouldn't go for the strongest hot spots, or if there's reflected light that's really strong, I'd go for the overall feel, just a softness, bring that in. It's easiest to pick the brightest, lightest areas to start with, and then work your way down from there. There's a few areas down here that are picking up light. There's the top of the rectus femoris, the hip bone area, but most of the light is up in the upper half of the body. Real nice deltoid and triceps, edge of the triceps. And then it's time, if you want to accent your line, and I'm going to come back with that hard pencil again. And any place that I feel like I'd really like to give it a little bit stronger contour, because I really haven't done that yet. And I don't want to heavily outline, but it's just an accent. This is a good place right here. Okay, so next video will be on totally toning the figure and toning the page. So again, we're working up to it little by little. This is more about using the charcoal pencil to develop tone. So we'll move on from here. And my time is up.